Hey guys, welcome back to the Parkerverse. This week, joining our collection of ever-growing Yugioh Homescreen setups is another one from the GX series. And this time, with a request score of a whopping 24,000, I bring you one of my favorite characters, the Cyber Dragon wielding Zane.
You actually think you can defeat me? Meet the last monster you'll ever see. It's over for you. You don't stand a chance.
Just like the rest in the series, I'm going to show you exactly how you can take your boring Android home screens and turn them into something like this. So if you want to see more like this, as well as other Android tips and tricks, make sure to like and subscribe. Oh, and don't forget to get your favorite images animated, make sure to submit them right within the Epic Live Wallpaper app itself. And of course, don't forget to boost them right to the top, with the #1 ranking request made on a weekly basis, so don't miss out. So here he is, undoubtedly one of the coolest characters straight from Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, Zane Truesdale, aka Kaiser, in a custom made live wallpaper setup just for you Yu-Gi-Oh! Fans out there. Now, I've definitely strayed quite far from the original submitted image, however, I did want to include some of Zane's most iconic monsters, Cyber Dragon Infinity, Mega Fleet, Cyber End Dragon, and of course, Cyber Dark. So I hope you guys like it. Now, as for the setup itself, I've gone for that electric tone across all of the app icons, as well as this detailed digital widget, which not only indicates the time, date, but also the weather as well. And because the live wallpaper is so busy, I've made sure to keep things fairly simple. So if you're like me and only have a handful of apps that you actually use on a daily basis, this one is going to be perfect for you. To replicate this home screen on your Android phones, all you're going to need is Nova Launcher, KWGT for all of the widgets, and finishing things off as icing on the cake, we're using Hex Installer. Now don't worry, I'll leave a link for everything that you'll need down in the video description below. But before we get started, make sure to smash that like button, it will really help out the channel. So let's kick things off with some Nova Launcher tweaks, starting with removing that notification bar from our home screens to give us this clean look. For this, within Nova Launcher settings, just simply head into the look and feel section, and under notifications, make sure to disable this option right here. So now that we have that out the way, let's make a couple more changes within Nova Launcher to get this comfy icon set up. So just head into the home screen section, and starting right at the top with the desktop grid, we want to set that to 5 across and 11 down. After which, for the icons themselves, we're first going to turn off their labeling and then decrease their size. And finally, let's look at that custom dock. Here, make sure to first enable it. And for the padding option, we want to max out both of the sliders here. So now that that's sorted, we can finally add in a dock background. So starting right at the top, make sure to enable it, and then for its background color, we're actually going to add in our own custom color code. Just copy this code right here. After which, we're also going to set its transparency to 49%, and next, make sure to toggle on padding, and as for all of the cornering options, we want to make sure that we set these to crop, all at 100%. So now that we have the basic setup, let's move on to our home screen app icon. Giving us this electric blue look is the Tron inspired grid pack. Just simply head to Nova Launcher's look and feel section and then set the pack as your system icons, just as I'm showing here. Now, before we go any further, let's grab ourselves this awesome live wallpaper. For this, just simply head over to my custom collection app, Epic Live Wallpapers, and you'll find it there. And remember, if you want me to animate one of your favorite images, make sure to submit it right within the app itself. And of course, don't forget to boost it higher up the list. And every week, I'll be making the #1 ranked request. Now it's time for our KWGT widget. This color customized digital date, time and weather indicator, courtesy of the digital KWGT widget pack, is the widget Digital Green No BG, which sadly is no longer available on the Play Store, so I'll leave a couple alternative links that you can use down in the video description below to grab it for yourselves. Just simply start by loading in a KWGT layout to your home screen, and then you want to resize it so it looks something like this. Now within KWGT, all we're really going to do is adjust the widget's colors. However, by default, if your widget doesn't sit perfectly within the canvas, you can always adjust this using the layer tab scale option. So now that we have that out of the way, next up we want to alter the colors of the widget, applying this custom electric color. For this, from on the item tab, we want to head into each individual element of the widget, and using their paint tabs, we want to apply this custom color code, just as I'm showing right here. Now the process is pretty much the same for each one of these items. So just repeat these steps for all of the items in the list until you get to the very bottom. And of course, before you leave, make sure to hit save. And now wrapping up the setup, we're using Hex Installer. This is going to give you a nice AMOLED friendly black backdrop with the colors of the theme splashed across your whole system, including the notification panel. Just use the color codes that I'm showing on screen. Or alternatively, you can get a similar result using the app OneShade. Now if you like this video and want to see more just like this, make sure to hit that like button as well as subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on the next one. And as for your live wallpaper requests, make sure to boost them right within the Epic Live Wallpaper app itself. See you guys next time on Into the Parkerverse.